and welcome to a Sons of the Forest survival guide. I spent 100 hours in Sons of the Forest and found the best way you can spend your first 24 hours in game. I plotted out a simple route that contains the first key items you need to survive the challenges that the island will throw at you in your first week. You can spawn wherever you want and start at any point on this route, but I highly suggest restarting a new game until you start here. The forest spawn is, in my opinion, the easiest start you can get. Instead of thinking about spawn as the place you start in this game, think of it as the place the loot from your crash site will be for the remainder of your game. Once you have opened up your emergency kit to unlock the hatchet and GPS, you can go ahead and revive Kelvin. Once he's up, start picking up everything you can. Open up all the containers around your crash site. You'll find medicine pretty quickly. You should take one of these straight away to get your health back up to 100%. Collect sticks, pebbles, stones, and chop down a few shrubs. This will put leaves in your inventory to make your first few pieces of armor. Now that you have a few sticks, you want to craft a spear using 2 of these sticks, a piece of tape, and your knife. Now you want to use the spear to catch a couple of fish so you can keep yourself fed on the journey to come. Eating will also replenish some of your health if you manage to get injured. The first place you're going to go is the Waterfall Lake. Once you've arrived here, you can find the winter jacket in one of the tents. You will also see a Night 5, which will make getting to the next points of interest much faster. Once you've finished looting here, you should head up to the top of the waterfall nearby. There are no special items here, but you can stock up on more cloth and rope. Cloth is going to be a key ingredient in crafting almost all armor in the game, so carry as much as you can find. Throughout your game, if you see something that you can pick up, you should pick it up. There is a set amount of each item you can carry in your inventory, meaning that you can never be carrying too much of one thing, so grab all that your game lets you. If you're carrying too much of a resource, to pick up more, try crafting something using it to free up some space. Here I've crafted a bow and repair hammer to free up some room for more rope. This is where we picked up the winter jacket, and here is where we're headed next. Once you get to this point, you'll find the slingshot on the hip of the middle soldier facing the cave. There is also some extra cloth and rope nearby that you should grab. If you make your way into the cave, you'll find 2 more cloth hanging on the zipline above and an air tank at the end. This will be everything you need from this site. Make your way out and head here. The next point we're traveling to is also marked by a purple ping on your GPS. While holding it in your hand, you'll also hear a beep indicating how close you are. You will find a soldier here hanging by a piece of rope. Cut him down and use your Night 5 to drop off the cliff. The Night 5 will take away any fall damage. On his body you'll find a GPS locator, and to the left of him will be a flashlight. This is an item you're definitely going to need later on in game. Our next stop is very close by, just down the hill. Again, use the Night 5 to drop down any cliff faces. At this camp, you'll find a lot more loot on the ground and a modern axe on a soldier by the tent. Now we're headed here. This small cave entrance will open up to an underground bunker that contains a 3D printer and more ground loot. When you have grabbed all you can find, walk over to the laptop and use the prompts on screen to select the water flask. You should have enough ink in your inventory from the journey so far to also print out the mask. This will help deter cannibals from attacking you while you build a base. If you have enough ink left over, feel free to also print out the sled. Now we're going here. Once you're at the beach, set up a save point using a tarp and a stick. This is the most dangerous part of the journey, and saving your game will be essential. You can find the pistol rail nearby here, among more ground loot. We also can collect some turtle shells. Grab as many as you can. When making the swim out to the raft, be cautious of the shark in the water. He bites me once on the way here, taking a quarter of my health, but you can make the trip. There is a point here on the raft you can use to get in. It's a painfully slow entrance when you're afraid of having your feet bitten off. Inside the raft you will find the handgun, among a few other things. If you did take damage on the way, eat some medicine so you're making the swim back with full health. I was racing the sunset on the way back here. In the beginning days of the game, you always want to sleep before it gets dark. If you don't, your sleep can be interrupted by cannibals or mutants wanting to fight you, and you will have to kill them off in the darkness before you can sleep. Now we make our way to the last point on the run here. This is where you will find the stun baton. This weapon will be really helpful when exploring caves later on, or when you find yourself facing an overpowered enemy. It's great for making an escape. And we're back here at the crash site where we started. You should now have all the essential items to keep yourself alive while exploring or building a base over the next few days. For those who stuck around to the end of the video, here's a small tip for you to keep yourself defended when building. This small and easy to build structure will be a great obstacle between you and anything trying to kill you. I didn't have to fire an arrow until the last cannibal decided to give up and walk away from the fight. In my next video, I'll show you how to safely build this and a simple but easy to defend base from any enemy that's trying to raid you.